Hello again, welcome back to Football Spine Line together with our friends at Renault Vans, and here's the definition of optimism. Phil Brown at Hull wants to sign the Real Madrid striker Alvaro Negredo. You know all about him. He's 23, he scored goals for the Spanish club Almeria, where he was on loan last season, and he's been linked with a move to Liverpool, as Rafa Benitez likes him very much. But now Phil Brown wants him, and to be fair, he hasn't got the megaphone out, but he's doing his business very quietly as far as this one's concerned, and he seems to be pushing the boat out. Elsewhere, Blackburn want Aston Villa to push the boat out, but really they're just taking a massive liberty. Here's the Mirror's Football Spy page. Basically, the Villa boss Martin O'Neill's offered £4 million for the versatile left-back Stephen Warnock, one of Blackburn's best players. But cheeky Rovers boss Sam Allardyce wants O'Neill to treble that offer. Basically, he's trying to pull a fast one, and I don't think O'Neill should give in. Wigan may well have to give in to the many clubs after the England under-21 midfielder Lee Cattermole. Liverpool and Sunderland both like him, and to be fair to the new Wigan boss Roberto Martinez, he totally understands that, but he's not letting the 21-year-old go without a fight, which is why he's demanding around £12 million for Cattermole. Sunderland have had a couple of bids turned down, but Steve Bruce really does like Cattermole and would have a powerful midfield if he can pair him with the former Marseille midfielder Loic Canard, who I think is a wonderful player. Now, most of you know that I'm a Liverpool fan, and I think Rafa needs to bring in another striker to support Fernando Torres. But I'm also wondering, as we all are in the Spy Office, whether maybe Torres is enjoying married life a touch too much. Look at this picture in the mirror, and you tell me, is Liverpool's swashbuckling matador carrying a bit too much timber, or is he, like me, just blessed with too much muscle? Let me know. Email us on spy@mirror.co.uk or get in touch via YouTube. Time for your messages, and Jake Verdugo in the US has emailed in. He wants to know how I think Michael Owen will do at Man United this year. I think it'd be great. I can see him scoring maybe 15 to 20 goals this season as long as he stays fit. But I think United might get let down by injuries and that midfield. Faizan Udin thinks Sir Alex Ferguson will defy the doubters, i.e. people like me, and win the title for United again. Danny's Farm is among a number of you hoping Rafa Benitez at Liverpool doesn't blow £12 million on the Hull defender Michael Turner. And Nova Logic is asking if I could see the Newcastle defender Stephen Taylor at Arsenal. Well, yes, I could. You're not the first person to mention Taylor in connection with Arsenal, and yes, he's a very, very good player. Old Root wants to know why we don't do a Saturday show. Well, it's because the Sunday Mirror team take over here in the Canary Wharf Tower at the weekend, but we are looking at ways of sorting something out. Thanks for all your messages pouring into us here at Spy. Keep them coming. We see them all, and we will get round to all of them in due course. Now, here's some news in brief for you. The Express say that Chelsea boss Carlo Ancelotti wants to sign the Sampdoria striker Gianpaolo Pazzini for £17 million. He's a good player. Harry Redknapp's denied making a bid for the powerful Toulouse midfielder Moussa Sissoko. He's 19. Now Toulouse have said that Spurs need to raise the bid that they didn't make from £12 million to £15.5 million. The Sun say that the highly rated Chelsea defender Michael Mancien's on his way to Wolves again on a season-long loan. That could help his World Cup chances. And all the papers say that the Dutch former Liverpool winger Boudewijn Zenden has held talks with Hull, Blackburn and Portsmouth. Also, the Star said that Fulham are interested in Aston Villa's £4 million rated midfielder Nigel Reo-Coker, who wants a move back to London. Mirror Football's You the Manager competition's kicked off, but you can still enter ahead of the Premier League's opening weekend. This is my team. I think I might still need to make a few changes, but I think I can still see most of you off. Just looking through the messages yesterday, I know that some of you have already signed up, including P. Murphy and Team JGP. There is a £250 prize for the winner of my mini league, as if beating me wasn't incentive enough. But join our You the Manager competition and watch our very first You the Manager show right here tomorrow. It's a bit like Football Spy, but far more interactive. Anyway, I asked you all for a name for my team, and lots of you coming up trumps. I like Daz's Destroyers from 543 Joe. Martin Denev has sent in quite a few good suggestions. I like FS Online FC. And an old friend of the show, Style Sessions, has suggested Darren's Mirror Mafia, which I loved last year but didn't win. I like it this year too. I even like his second suggestion, which is the Lewis Legacy. The Joleon Lescott saga rolls on. Man City have tried to worry Everton into selling by making moves for West Ham's Matthew Upson, but Everton, to their credit, will not be panicked. David Moyes has rejected Lescott's transfer request and has stated categorically that no players will be leaving Goodison ahead of the new season. Now the Independent are one of several papers that say that City are set to test that with yet another big bid. I reckon they're wasting their time. Spurs are having a long look at the Man City left winger Martin Petrov, who's looking for a way out of City, with Robinho set to play in his position next season. Petrov's 30 and is looking to play at the World Cup with Bulgaria next year. So he needs a big campaign, and I think despite his age, he'd be a great buy for Spurs. And although Portsmouth are losing players left, right and centre, they're looking at the Lyon right back, John Mensah. They're also looking at an ambitious move for a player that they tell me is more famed for his exploits on Championship Manager, Anthony van den Boer. He's a Belgian right back who can also play centre half, and he currently plays for the Italian club Genoa. Something tells me that Pompey might not be the only club in for him. Roman Abramovich at Chelsea is trying to negotiate a deal with Bayern Munich for their winger Frank Ribery. Forget Real Madrid, he wouldn't even get into their side now as they've got Ronaldo. How much do you think Ribery will go for? A pair of the total 90 shoot 2 boots will go to the correct answer that we pick out, and the suggestions are still flying in. Skating Turk says, hi Darren, great show. I think Ribery will go for £55 million. James Johnson UK says 43. Skip 039 says 56 million. SRH says 48. And Bubba Rockers also says 48. How much do you think Ribery will switch clubs for this summer? Let me know, and please, please, please include your boot size. We've got more Football Spy in association with our friends at Renault for you tomorrow. I'll see you next time.